Good afternoon and welcome to this post-match press conference with Sri Lanka assistant coach Naveed Nawaz. We may start in the room first. Gentleman with his hand up, you can go ahead, and then we'll move on to the hybrid model with those online.
Naveed, good win today, and where does that get your semi-final hopes?
Thanks, Res. I think there's one more game to go, and I think in our minds, we got to go hard and we got to win that game and see where the tournament ends up. I think we'll have to depend on how Australia goes in their next game, and to see if we have got any outside chance of making it to the semis.
You lost too many wickets in the previous game, 4 wickets inside 4 overs.
Yeah.
Coming into this game, is it something that you addressed, not losing too many wickets in the power plays?
Yeah, that's always been the case. Coming into to play in this World Cup in these conditions, always the case that we've been talking to lose less wickets during the power play as well as the first 10 overs. Where if you look at the pattern that's building in most teams, the number of runs that you get in the first 10 overs has been far less than the subcontinent, and the number of runs you get at the bottom end has been quite a bit. So that's always been our plan during this World Cup, and whenever we had a good opening stand or someone taking responsibility from the top to move on, we've done well.
A word on Dhananjaya Silva. It's his first half century since January 2020. Him getting into the runs must be a pretty good feel, given the fact that not too many middle-order batters have done well in this campaign.
Yes, I think it's a relief that Dhananjaya is coming into runs. He's always shown potential, 30s, 40s, 20s all the time, but I think it's good to see him finishing a game and coming through that game on a 60 not out, which is a good sign for us.
Yeah, just on Afghanistan's bowling, obviously they've got a good bowling attack. Any specific plans we had chasing that 144?
We knew that Mujib's going to bowl at least 2 overs in the power play in the first 6 overs. So the plan was, even if we get less runs, somewhere around 25 to 30 in the first 6 overs, that not to panic, to keep wickets in hand, and we had a lot of once their main bowlers were bowled out, there were many bowlers that we were thinking that they're gettable. So the plan was to lose less wickets in the first 10 and to look at opportunities and to have a couple of partnerships going. And then we knew we were chasing 140, which is not a big total, so we'd always get there.
Gentleman in front in the Sri Lanka t-shirt.
Naveed, ඒගොල්ලෝ කාසියවාසිය දිනාගෙන 90 පන්දුවර පහර දීමට තීරණය කිරීම මේ වෙලාවේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට වෙස්සලාගත ආශිර්වාදයක් වුණාද කරන පහසුවක් වුණාද කොහොමද එතන එයාගේ ප්ලෑන් එක වෙනස් වුනේ සහ ඔයගොල්ලෝ කොහොමද ඒ සූදානම් වෙන්නේ?
මං හිතන්නේ එහෙම කඩුල්ලේ ලොකු දෙයක් උදේ උනක් තිබ්බේ නැහැ. කඩුල්ල පොඩ්ඩක් බෝලේ ඉඳලා එන ස්වරූපයක් වගේ තිබ්බේ. ඉතින් අපිත් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ටොස් එක දින්නොත් බැට් කරන්න ඉඩ තිබ්බා. නමුත් මං හිතන්නේ අපේ පන්දු යවන්නන් විටින් විට හොඳ දේවල් කරා කියලා ඒගොල්ලෝ 144ට නවත්ත ගන්න. සමහරවිට එක වෙලාවක් පෙන්නවා ඒගොල්ලෝ 160ක් වගේ ටෝටල් එකක් එලවන්න වෙන ස්වරූපයක් පෙන්නවා. නමුත් මං හිතනවා අන්තිම ටිකේ වනින්දු මහේෂ් තීක්ෂණ ඒ වගේම කසුන් ලහිරු ඒගොල්ලෝ හැමෝම ඇවිල්ලා හොඳින් පන්දු යවුවා කියලා ඒ ටෝටල් එක 150ට අඩුවෙන් තියාගන්න.
Naveed, obviously it was a good, comfortable win in the end. Obviously the Silva's innings made it comfortable. Were you hoping potentially to win more convincingly to lift your net run rate in the hope that maybe you could jag a place in the semi-finals if results go your way?
Yeah, the net run rate was important, and on the other hand, the win was important as well. So we were keeping an eye on the net run rate as well while trying to secure a win. That was the most important thing for us. And at the rate things are going, we were chasing a 144, which we needed to get in at least 18 plus overs, which would jack up our net run rate into a decent position.
And how's your outlook? Because potentially you win your next game against England, Australia or New Zealand slip up, then, you may make it. Do you go into the next game against England, obviously needing to secure a win, but you require a big win? So what's your mindset going to be like?
I think we got to go on the all guns blazing against England. If we had any outside chance of qualifying to the semi-finals, we'll need to secure a big win. And I think we'll have to go in a very positive mindset, thinking that, whatever the chance that we have to get in there, explore it. And whatever this risk that we have to take to get into the semis, we got to, take it.
And one last one. Hasaranga's bowling obviously was fantastic today. That last over, getting 2 for 3, really put you in the box seat. Could you just say a few words about him?
Well, he's always been one of our main bowlers and one of the top bowlers in the world. So that's why we backed him to bowl in the last over of the game as well, and he handled it brilliantly, bowled really well, and I think that was one of the reasons that we could keep the Afghans below 150.
We'll take one question from online before.
Sorry, මං හිතන්නේ එහෙම ඒ දෙකේ මොනාරි එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා අපි ගිය තරඟයෙන් පස්සේ එයාත් එක්ක කතා කරලා ඒක එයාගේ ඔළුවෙන් අයින් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. එහෙම උඩ පන්දුවක් ගිලී යනවා කියන ක්‍රිකට් වල ඕනම කෙනෙකුට වෙන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක්. ඒක පැතුම් කියලාවත් වෙන කවුරු හරි කියලාවත් අපිට එයාව ටාගට් කරලා මේ මැච් එක පරදුන්නේ එයා හින්දා කියලා එහෙම කවදාවත් කියන්න බෑ. ක්‍රිකට් වල මේක පළවෙනි වතාව නෙමෙයි මෙහෙම දේවල් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. මේ අන්තිම වතාවත් නෙමෙයි. ඉස්සරහටත් මේක වෙනවා. ඉතින් එහෙම අපි එක ක්‍රීඩකයෙක්ව ටාගට් කරලා මැච් එක පරදුනේ එයා නිසා කියලා එහෙම කරන එක මං හිතනවා වැරදි කියලා. මං හිතන්නේ පැතුමුත් ඒක ගැන ගොඩක් හිතනවා කියලා. T20 ක්‍රිකට් වල සාමාන්‍ය ක්‍රීඩා කරනකොට හයි රිස්ක් බැටිං වල ලකුණු ලබා ගන්න ක්‍රීඩා කරනකොට රිස්ක් එක ගොඩක් වැඩියෙන් ගන්නෝ සිද්ධ වෙන වෙලාවල් තියෙනවා. ඒ වෙලාවල් වල කඩළු දැවි යන්න වෙලාවල් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් පැතුම්ෙන් අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ ඊළඟ මැච් එකට යනකොට කලින් මැච් වල වෙච්ච සිද්ධි ඒවා ඔළුවෙන් අමතක කරලා අලුතෙන් තමන්ට අවස්ථාවක් හම්බ වෙනවා. ඔළුව මයින්ඩ් එක ක්ලියර් තියාගෙන එදාට ගිහිල්ලා එදා එන පන්දුවට පාර දෙන්න.
We'll take one question from online from Surav Kumar Das, and then we'll close off with Coach Nawaz. So Surav, please unmute and ask your question. Surav, we're not hearing you. Okay, we're going to have to finish off here now. Coach, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much for joining us for this post-match press conference.
Thank you.